Join us on the journey this week as we explore more of beautiful South Dakota with my parents. We have a very brave driver pass us.
He's probably doing 80, 81, 82.
Cody gets a pleasant surprise. Now we can continue our day.
All is right with the world.
And then the dogs and I get in hot water with Cody and get kicked out of the camper. Cody kicked the dogs and I out of the camper. We all live out here now.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Untethered. We are standing here in the geographic center of the nation, here right outside of Spearfish, South Dakota. We're back here in what has been our home state for the past 2 years, and man, every time we get out here, I always forget just how beautiful it is and how much there is to see and do.
It takes us by surprise a lot. The campground that we're staying at has been really nice. The staff's been great and very patient with all of the packages that we've received this week, all of them. If you watched the last video, you saw that my parents finally hit the road and came out to South Dakota with a lot of work to get them there. But I think they had a good time. We kissed them goodbye this morning, and they did a lot of exploring on their own, but we did get to have a little bit of time with them, so we enjoyed that a lot. I'm a passenger today. My parents have been exploring on their own a bit, but today I'm going to tag along for two reasons. One, we get to hang out. Two, I don't trust them to take the proper amount of photos. We'll see what today brings. Hey, Mama.
Hi, baby.
Wait a minute. She didn't tell me you were driving.
Yeah, you can drive.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea either.
These days are a lot prettier than I thought they would be.
So, all in all, you're happy you came?
Oh, yeah. Badlands is awesome. The Needles Highway is spectacular.
Yes.
It was hard to drive and not look.
I'm good.
You look, I'll watch.
It's dangerous driving.
Well, that's what Cody says. He feels like he misses out a lot. And you are probably getting better gas mileage than we did.
Yep.
45.
All right.
He brags.
Posted.
Mama, what's your favorite type of music that we play on the channel? You talk about it a lot.
It's with whistling.
The whistling stuff?
Yeah.
Let's cue up a whistle song. Starting our trip in Sundance, Wyoming.
This one would kill Angie right here.
Me? Sir. The old Stoney CROOK County Museum is worth a stop. They have a lot of stuff. We've been here for probably at least an hour or so. A lot of history. And like most places, all the great people that we meet, we enjoy talking to Rocky and Marianne here at the museum. And Rocky even shared some of his experience with moving away and how his life kind of adjusts a little bit to living here in Wyoming. They just have to think a little different. They have to prepare a little better. Please tell me the egg saga story from breakfast this morning. Tell the people.
It was free breakfast, and they had cold eggs in there, and I thought, well, I'll just warm it in the microwave, see it's better than
See
cold.
what it does.
Well, I warmed it for 25 seconds just in case. And I got it out in my little plate, and I touched it with a little plastic knife, and it just exploded all over 2 tables, and Nathan was going like this, and the guy next door, and the chairs and the floor, everywhere.
Wounded 3 people.
Shrapnel everywhere.
It just like a bomb went off. There was nothing left of it.
It's egg shrapnel.
You're going to be picking egg out of your hair for days. The manager comes into the cafeteria and goes, "What happened?"
He said, "You're supposed to eat it."
It's never a dull moment.
It didn't really make a lot of sense to me that the geographic center of the United States was here in South Dakota, because if you look at a map of the U.S., South Dakota is really not in the center, but the center of the country used to be in Kansas, and they moved the center of the country here just outside of Spearfish, South Dakota, after they added Alaska and Hawaii to the United States. So that makes more sense when you think about it geographically versus without Hawaii and Alaska.
I just need to say that Cody has made fun of my Hey Dudes for a very long time. He thinks they are extremely ugly. So why is he wearing them today?
And I'm going to continue to make fun of them, because any shoe, in my experience, that's made out of cloth picks up every stank, mud. I mean, you've had these for like 3 months. They look awful.
But we're not here to talk about my shoes.
We're here to talk about my shoes. So I have my pair of Dan Post ostrich skin cowboy boots that Angela bought me in 2021 or very early in 2022. I've got a really small problem with my feet. It's not a big deal at all, but I guess my heels are turned inward just a hair. And so over time, I wear the heels of my boots and shoes off at an angle, and when that angle gets there, it starts to hurt my back quite a bit. I've been looking for a boot store that could actually, you know, get me in and do it, and we move around so much I haven't been able to. And we passed Pete's Boots and HODGE Bootery. Nicest people ever. They're like, drop them off today, you can pick them up on Saturday. So I'm gonna get some new heels on my boots, and while that may be boring to a lot of you, I'm really, really excited about it.
This is something he's been stressing about, and so we said we will figure it out. The good news is I wear clown size, and so Cody and I wear the same size shoes. And he's wearing my shoes so he can be safe and legal.
This used to be something that you could find in almost any small town, especially in the South, is to find a bootery. And I remember my dad and my grandpa going in and having their soles redone and their heels redone, because a good pair of boots might last your whole life. And these are definitely a very, very good pair of boots. I've literally walked through fire in them. I wear them every single day unless I'm just out on the boat or something. I'm stoked to have my boots redone. I'm really happy. I think this is called the Ridge Rock Trail.
We've seen it before, and it was pretty beautiful.
We had to come do it one more time because we're here, and it's some places are so great you can just go back and do the exact same stuff over and see it from a different vantage point or different lighting. South Dakota is just awesome. It's just a great place to be.
What we like about South Dakota, the Black Hills area, is that there are so many things that are easy, things you can drive. So for example, my parents aren't really interested in doing a bunch of hiking. So this gives them an opportunity to see a string of things just by driving it. And then if they want to get out and do a little more, they have the opportunity to do that without it all being hiking or...
And hey, some people like me don't want to do great big long hikes all the time. So this is just right up, I just park.
Maybe that's why we like it so much.
I'll walk a couple hundred yards, I see what I want to see, and I head on down the road.
Yes.
Is it cold?
It's really, really cold.
If I love a little harder, if I love the ways the world puts me to the test, if I embrace every fall, learn to grow and keep myself tall, would it hurt at all? I hold my breath.
I thought you were gonna hit me.
I almost did hit you.
This campground has been really nice. It has one feature that is really cool, and we haven't checked it out yet.
I don't have to take the bike rack off the trailer and put it on the truck. It's got a bike trail right on the back of the campground, which looks awesome from the road, but we're gonna go check it out.
The rain's taunting us again, so we're gonna go try to do this before it gets too late.
Let's go. The wind's picking up and the rain is coming, so I think we're gonna get cut short, but this is a great little bike trail on the back side of the campground.
Yeah.
It's split off into units, but you can basically bring your dogs as long as they're on a leash, ride your bike.
The sign said you can off-leash here.
Oh, I didn't see that. Nice.
Pretty sure I read it 2 or 3 times, but it said you can off-leash, and then it has all these little trails, so you could take it several different ways, different times.
Yeah.
It leads down to a park, like a really cool little park for kids with the pavilion, picnic area. There's some businesses.
Yeah, it looks like there might be a restaurant over there we could go check out, but I don't have my wallet.
She said it was a nice nature trail. I didn't realize it was this
It's really nice, and it's easy. It's not muddy or slick or anything like that. It's a pretty good trail.
I'm pretty stoked. We're gonna have to do this again. But first, let's finish this one. Cody kicked the dogs and I out of the camper. We all live out here now. Someone found them in the grocery bags. They weren't supposed to find them this early in the day. And we all got in trouble.
Friday before Memorial Day, I figure it's a good time to go ahead and get all the tanks dumped because we have a nice open site beside us right now. But I have a feeling this place is going to start filling in for the weekend, and I know it's something everybody's probably used to, but I always try to be cognizant of when other people are, especially if they're sitting outside eating or watching TV or something like that. I don't like having to dump my tanks when people are out trying to enjoy the great outdoors, especially on a holiday weekend. I'm just going to knock that out right here at lunch, and maybe I won't have to mess with it the rest of the weekend.
My parents made it home safe and sound, somewhere around 1,100 miles.
In like 2 days.
In 2 days. They booked it. That wasn't their intention, but I think they were missing the dog. Either way, glad they came out. If you want to leave them a message in the comments, they stalk them. I promise they'll see it.
Your dad especially loves reading the comments.
So feel free to do that. And tonight
we took a little road trip from Spearfish over here to Wyoming because we wanted to check out Devil's Tower. Now, Devil's Tower is a national monument, so we can't film once we get in there, but we'll show you what it looks like from here, and we'll show you as much as we can before we get into the park entrance. My national park pass is expired, so that's kind of the first order of business, is to get another one of those as soon as we pull in, because they're $80 a year. And if you hit a park more than once or twice, they usually pay for themselves, maybe 3 times. Can you sell me an annual national park pass?
Yes, I can.
Mine's expired.
All right, $80.
Okay.
Go ahead and sign up for me.
All right.
There you go, and that's good until the end of May of next year.
Appreciate it, sir.
Have a great day.
You too. if you do nothing else in Wyoming and South Dakota but just drive and look at stuff, even if it's a quick trip, you can just enjoy just some really cool, beautiful nature scenes just by driving around out here.
The drive to destinations are half the joy.
Yeah.
Geologists agree that Devil's Tower consists of molten rock forced upward from deep within the earth, but there is a debate as to whether it's solidified lava from the neck of the ancient volcano, the walls of which eroded long ago, or if it's a sheet of molten rock which is injected between rock layers.
Look at how massive this thing is, and there's nobody around for miles and miles. You know what it is the perfect time for?
What? He's waving.
I thought there was nobody around, but there was somebody out there waving at me when I drove by, so that's pretty awesome. The owner's manual says to blow it out ever so often, you know, to help, I guess, help keep the water out of the lines and keep the dust out of the horns is what the book said. I'll show you when we get home.
Oh, okay.
It's there.
All right. Sure, I believe you.
The annual National Park Pass is totally worth it, because if you look at the daily entry fees for most of these national parks and national monuments, it adds up pretty fast. But I bought that last pass in January, and it's May. We haven't been to a national park, so it expired. So I feel like I kind of got 4 or 5 free months out of that deal.
We're gonna get our money's worth this week, I think, just with so many national parks here close by.
It'll probably pay for itself in the next 10 days.
The tower was 1,280 feet, I believe, from the base to the tippy top. And we did see some climbers that were scaling up the side, which is crazy. We kind of liked being up close, and the hiking directly below the base wasn't anything intense. If it's one of those where you're on a really quick time schedule and you need to go, you're trying to get everything in that you can, because there is a lot to do here, you could drive here to this trading post, Devil's Tower trading post, see it, get a good vantage point, and leave.
And get a lot of good vantage points on the way in. They've got a few pull-offs where you can get some great photos. So there's definitely a way to do this quick and easy and cheap, because where we're sitting right now at the Devil's Tower trading post is outside of the park. So right here you can stop, take your pictures, take your video, do whatever you want, get a great vantage point, and that's that.
And then go get an ice cream.
And since we saved money by pushing our National Park Pass out an extra 5 months, save that 80 bucks. We're gonna go in here in the Devil's Tower trading post and spend too much money on something to drink and some ice cream, probably.
I didn't know ice cream was really in the...
Well, I definitely want to go in and get like a soda or a cream soda or something like that.
He's wanting a fountain drink. Well, let's go see what we can go waste money on.
We did not get ice cream. We refrained because we realized as we were walking in, we just said we were going to stop eating out and eating junk all the time. But
we have been better.
But in a lot of these little stores like this and touristy places, sometimes they have real cane sugar cream soda, and I just had to have one. So this is a Sioux City cream soda. And Angela got...
I got a sarsaparilla.
I don't even know what that means.
It's like a root beer, I think.
Okay. Anybody want to guess real quick? Let us know in the comments. We're going to give it a little 3-second counter here. How much these two sodas cost?
Oh, we found ways to
spend our savings?
Yeah.
How much did it cost? Let us know in the comments. $8. This better be the best cream soda I've ever had.
We really don't drink soda. You will have one on occasion as a treat.
It's a treat. It's pretty good. But is it $8 good?
Oh, absolutely not. But the cane sugar cream sodas are kind of hard to find. All right, take me home while I drink my soda pop. He's gonna pass you.
I'm empty. It's just me, you, and the truck, and I'm doing 80 miles an hour.
Check it.
And this guy is gonna pass me with the fifth wheel on.
Ooh, buddy.
Now, he's gonna, I mean, he's probably doing 80, 81, 82. But
he came up from pretty far back there.
I mean,
oh, boy, he's getting it.
I'm definitely not out to preach at anybody or tell anybody how to drive, because everybody's got their own thing and their own style and their own setup. We generally run 65. Have I ran 70 with the RV on? Yes. In ideal conditions. I'm talking straightaways, little to no wind, not a lot of traffic. Yeah, I'll get up there and touch 70 from time to time, and I think most people probably do, but you wouldn't catch me doing 80 with the fifth wheel on the back, or a travel trailer. Or,
He's going faster than 80.
yeah, he's running off and leaving me now. It just takes one big gust of wind, and it can be a bad situation. And we've seen some of those bad situations on the road like that, so that makes me nervous.
It's a big day. Cody's excited.
I am excited. This is literally the first thing that crossed my mind when I woke up this morning.
I've never heard anyone talk about missing their boots as much as this guy has.
There was a little bit of a wait. They had to work me in, and they've been gone for 3 days.
She asked us when we needed them and worked with us, so.
Just for the record, I have other boots. I have a very nice pair of what I call my go-out boots. I just like those ostrich skin boots, and now that I've had them for several years, they're like broke in just right. They're made for my foot.
I know. Don't tell me.
I gotta have them. But these are very nice boots. I really can't complain. For all the guys out there that have made those women in their shoes jokes like I have, when it comes to boots, I get it. If money were no object, I'd probably have 5 different pairs of boots. But there's only one pair of the damn
money
post
is the
ostrich
object.
boots. There's only one pair of my damn post ostrich boots, so let's go get them.
Let's go read.
They're calling my name. Oh, all is right with the world now.
Now we can continue our day.
All is right with the world. So that was Pete's Clothing and HODGE Bootery here in Bellaforche, South Dakota. If you're on a tight schedule like I was and need some work done to your boots, check these guys out. They did a really good job, fair price, and a quick turnaround. I'm happy. Thank you guys again for hanging out with us today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and make sure you come back for the next episode. Rim Rock, Ridge Rock, Red Rock.
I'm not really sure.
I think this is called the Ridge Rock Trail.
The rain's taunting us again, so we're gonna go try to do this before. Where do you see somebody?
Other bikers. Kickstand.
Did you catch that?
I caught it again.
They came out of nowhere.
What are all these little bugs?
That one hit me in the
bet
face
it's all those little
hard.
red dots that I keep finding in places on the truck and trailer. They're hatching. They all hatch now. It's a plague. He's gone. We're good.
Someone